It was roughly 18 months ago that Jordan Poole ruled the basketball world as a member of the Golden State Warriors. He began his postseason debut as the 15th player in league history to start with 3 straight games of 25 or more points. He carried on that rise throughout the 2022 playoffs, finishing as the 3rd leading scorer on a championship team that reignited the Golden State Warriors' long dormant dynasty. The media and Warriors fans even dubbed Poole the 3rd Splash Brother, along with Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Poole had achieved the pinnacle of the NBA just a few days before turning 23 years old, dispelling all of his skeptics and erasing the memories of his early career struggles. Welcome everybody, my name is Troy and this is the Half Court Report. Be sure you click that thumbs up button and subscribe for some of the best NBA content that you're going to find on YouTube. The NBA scriptwriters couldn't have written it any better, and that is what makes Jordan Poole's recent decline so shocking. There was the infamous incident with then teammate Draymond Green in training camp of 2022, the drastically worse season in Golden State, and horrid team chemistry that followed. The Warriors dumping Poole to the Wizards in a salary dump for Chris Paul this summer, and most recently, an extremely rocky start to his career in DC. It's hard to believe just how far Poole's stock has fallen in such a short amount of time. Whether he can recapture the enormous promise he showed during that 2022 playoff run and turn his career around is the key question at this point. The numbers with Washington so far this season are undeniably ugly, no matter how you look at it. Although Poole is scoring a respectable 17.5 points per game, he is doing it on one of the worst shooting efficiency marks in the league, to go with below average rates for turnovers, rebounding, and defense. Poole has the NBA's second worst on-court plus-minus at negative 15.3 points per 100 possessions. He also holds the distinction for the NBA's 5th worst on-off plus-minus, as the Wizards' already subpar net rating has dropped by a staggering 14.4 points per 100 with Poole on the court. As a result of all this, Poole carries the NBA's 8th worst estimated Raptor rating at negative 5.2 and has compiled the 4th fewest wins above replacement in the league. Forget MVP. If such an award existed, Poole would be making a strong case for LVP, least valuable player. Instead, he and the Wizards, a squad that Poole called my own team in November, are simply languishing near the bottom of the Eastern Conference standings, somehow only a few games ahead of the historically bad Detroit Pistons, who have lost close to 30 games in a row. For a guy who allegedly called Draymond an expensive backpack for Steph Curry, Jordan Poole is not exactly finding life easy outside of the Warriors system. It was in that system where he benefited from Draymond's passing and the spacing that Steph and Klay helped create for teammates. Compared with his 2021-2022 breakout season, Poole's usage rate is surprisingly up, but his true shooting percentage is down 7.4 points from nearly 60% to just over 50%. His three-point accuracy has fallen by over 5 points to just over 30%, and his assist rate is down along with his turnover rate being up. Overall, Poole's individual points per possession has cratered from 1.12 to 0.97. So what this tells us is that Jordan Poole is being asked to take on a role outside of his capabilities. His recent return to Golden State when the Wizards played the Warriors was a pretty telling microcosm of his entire Wizards tenure thus far. Sure, Poole scored a team-high 25 points on his former team, but he did it on 7 of 21 shooting, including 3 for 12 from 3. Add to that, Washington was getting outscored by 9 points while he was on the floor in what was a losing effort. It was clear that Poole wanted to prove something to the Warriors for letting him go, But all he really proved was that the version of Jordan Poole we're seeing with the Wizards is basically what we're going to get, at least for the rest of this season. Of course, picking his spots better might help Poole get back on track and achieve the potential he laid out for himself a couple years ago, but if he doesn't turn things around, he will have one of the most sudden, unexpected downfalls in modern NBA history, at least when compared with his peers through age 22. In his current form, Poole is miscast as a primary option, and the post-Bradley Beal Wizards seem to be settling in for a lengthy cycle of rebuilding. Poole can't easily move to a more favorable situation either. He's under contract with Washington for 3 more years at a whopping average annual rate of $32 million a season. But Jordan Poole does have the power to make more of the opportunity at hand and not settle for the Wizards playing like the league's worst team when he's on the floor. We know from his Warriors days that Poole has the talent to play better. He just needs to prove it all over again. And I'm rooting for Jordan Poole because the league is better when he is playing at close to an all-star level. Are there any Jordan Poole believers still out there? Let me hear from you in the comments, and since you've watched this far, make sure you drop a like for the YouTube algorithm and click that subscribe button too so you never miss another NBA video. Check out my pinned comment too. The Warriors have moved on from Jordan Poole without even looking back, but their new rookie, Brandon Podziemski, is looking super impressive and has stepped into the Jordan Poole role seamlessly. I did a whole video on Podziemski breaking down his game and what he brings to the Warriors. Take a look, let me know what you think, and I will catch you next time on the Half Court Report. Have a great day.